Hi everybody, it's day 25. That means we have 3 days left of our positivity challenge. I hope you're all doing well. We've no sunshine today, so we'll have to rely on other things to make us feel happier today. Because I know for me the sun makes everything okay. What attributes, what qualities would a restorative person have? Generally in the teaching they will talk about a restorative person having the ability to pull on their head, their heart and their gut. So the head would be the logical and the rational side. The heart will be the love and the emotional side. And the gut would be the intuition, the instinctual side. So if you're the type of person who operates from the head all the time, the head can be, as well as logical, can be a very critical place. So if you find yourself criticizing your children a lot, I know when you're the caregiver and you're bringing up children, it's important that you teach them right from wrong and you show them the ways of the world. But sometimes that can turn into being overly critical of them. So example being, you kind of make comments on what they're wearing or how they're playing or how they're being creative. Because remember, there's no straight lines in nature. We're all very different people. So be careful to kind of mind the words that are coming out of your mouth. Young people are looking up to you to give them self-esteem and confidence. And if you are constantly being criticized or critiqued, you don't feel very good. You know, it allows, your creativity gets very dampened down. And at the end of the day, children are really looking to be loved and accepted more than anything else. So that moves on to the heart part. Tell your kids you love them. Show them you you do love them. You look after them, you protect them, you feed them, you clothe them, you do all those things. But from an emotional level, do you tell your children you love them? Do you tell them what's good about them? Do you express how their particular qualities are something that you admire or you like? It can be hard as parents, especially if you weren't brought up in that way, to express feelings and emotion, which kind of a lot of people in our parents' generation wouldn't have been. And now we're kind of trying to get used to that, even though we hadn't got a basis for ourselves. Encourage good behaviour. When they have behaved well, congratulate them and reward them for their positive behaviour. If it was a thing that you had to correct them or criticize them or critique them for doing something inappropriate, resolve it there and then and move away from it. Don't keep bringing it up. Don't a week or 2 weeks later throw back in their face something that they've done, and try your best not to tell other people about it. I know somebody who likes to tell me what their child would have done the day before, and the child is like 5, but yet would be really embarrassed and feeling ashamed of what has happened. And it's only simple things, but nobody wants kind of their dirty laundry aired. So kids are the same, you know. So try and not make them feel ashamed of anything that they've done. If they have behaved in a certain way, don't say you're a bold child. Try and say the behaviour you're doing is very naughty. I still love you, but I would prefer if you didn't do X, Y, and Z. And you're moving into your gut, your instinctual side. If something feels wrong in your gut, then generally it is. Our gut is, they now kind of say, is our second brain, and we should really try and rely on it, you know. Trust your gut. If somebody is acting strange or out of character at this time, now I'm not talking about general kids' moodiness or tantrums, but if somebody is kind of withdrawn from the family, maybe not getting dressed, doesn't have a real interest in communicating with anybody or hanging out, it's okay to sit down with them and have a conversation and ask them, how are you feeling? How are you coping with everything that's going on? Young people who are used to being out and about in the street and their friends are everything to them, being stuck at home is really, really challenging on them. I know for me, I would have been like a caged animal. I was very much a street person, and to have been stuck in the house would have been like a prison sentence. So don't be afraid to sit down with your kids and ask them, how are they coping? If it is a thing that they say they're really not coping very well, don't be afraid to take that conversation a step further and ask them, are they having any thoughts of self-harm or end of life thoughts. If it is a thing that they are, stay with them. Don't leave them on their own, and contact one of the outside support agencies like the HSE, Doctor Surgery, the Guards, Pieta House. They will be there to support people at this time. If it is a thing that maybe they're just not feeling great, but they don't really want to talk to you about it, they'd rather talk to somebody else, Samaritans are also there that you can ring, and they will text even young people and have chats with them, and do try and encourage them though to keep an open dialogue with you. And mind yourselves. It is a tough time for a lot of people, but it's just something that we all have to get through. I hope the majority of us are doing pretty okay, and you're taking it each day at a time. Try to do something if you can. It's the weekend. Try and make it feel like a weekend. Do something silly. I did another silly TikTok yesterday and I got a great laugh out of it. I put it up on Facebook. Do something silly with your kids. Have some fun. Create some fun memories at this crazy time. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and enjoy your day.